Here today with Lauryn Lee, founder and CEO of OvaRyn. They are a fertility education program. We love that. We love babies. And Lauren's been using Sendblue to increase her show up rate specifically. She's increased them from 60% to now over 80%. And she's going to walk us through how she made that happen. Lauren, thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I've absolutely loved using Sendblue. It's been incredible.
Nice. It looks like you've been with us since May. So a
Is it
minute.
really? Wow.
Yeah, like 6 months now. What were you doing before Sendblue?
I was just using like lead connector go high level automations and I didn't realize how bad they were until I had that first call where it was just like text reply to stop, like your meeting is in 1 hour, like just so not organic. But yeah, just like hourly reminders, like your call is at 4 o'clock. So that's what I was using before. I didn't even realize how bad that was until the first meeting. But yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot more organic since then.
It's kind of like you put up blinders. Like business owners we see all the time just put up blinders to like, oh, that's like what everyone texts. Everyone sends texts that way.
Yeah. Well, you just don't know what you don't know. I mean, truly, I started this business as a scientist. And so learning like lead flow, it's just been like an uphill learning curve. And so the video modules, like the education that was provided with Sendblue, I think that was honestly the biggest thing, which is like learning. It walked you through exactly how to put in automations through Go High Level, like exactly how to word it. So I'm okay with learning, but it was nice to just have it written out so I didn't have to do like the trial and error. Should I do this text or this text for the entire sequence? It was just like already written out, which I think was the biggest reason we've got a much higher show rate now, which is like the natural way of speaking in the recommendation videos.
How fast did you see results once you got onboarded?
Immediately, like right away. Yeah. People trusted us way more once they started to see like a more natural way of speaking. Also, I think having like things that are customized, like voice memos, videos. I wasn't sending anything like that before. Now I think they get 2 voice memos and a video before a call. So it's much more like involved talking back and forth, wait for them to reply, send another video. So before it was just me texting and not even knowing if they were getting the text, but now it sends whether or not they reply, it sends a different text. So I really leave it on autopilot and immediately started seeing once I had those videos and voice memos and where you can like celebrate the text where it's like confetti,
Yeah.
like all those little features really did. I mean, immediately once I set it up, show rate, just people just started showing up.
What kind of voice messages or videos, like how are you using those in your show up campaign?
Yeah, so I use it to introduce the sales lead to start. So I say, hey, I'm just going to send you a quick voice memo to introduce you to Kelsey. She's going to act as my advisor today. People often think that they're going to have the sales call with me, but I kind of use it to introduce the sales lead and say, okay, she's going to take the line from here on out. And then she sends a personalized voice memo saying, hey, I just looked at your chart. Like I looked at your form. This is what I'm seeing. I already have some resources in mind that I can send you. And so that makes them obviously want to show up to the call. And then before the call, she sends like a face-to-face video where she says, hey, like I just wanted you to see my face before the call.
He does.
um,
The sales lead does.
uh-huh. So then they send a video there. I just want you to see my face before the call. Excited to meet with you. Then the normal, I think I copied almost the exact text sequence it had.
That's
Sendblue
okay.
did. Besides that, like I just
Very
included the videos, but yeah, everything else is like word for word exactly how you guys have it.
Very nice. Very nice. How many sales reps do you have using Sendblue? Just Kelsey or you have others?
Yeah, I have two, and that's the nice thing is I can kind of split it. It showed in one of the videos how to split it. If it has a certain tag, it goes through like these voice memos and videos versus like these voice memos and videos. So yeah, I have Kelsey and Katie, those are our two, and it's all custom to that one depending on like who booked the appointment. So yeah, it's already automated. The voice memos, they pre-recorded them, they get sent out pretty easy. So yeah,
That is gangster. That is gangster.
nice.
You said you were a scientist before you started this business? Is that what you said?
Yeah, still am. So that's the main thing
Oh,
when I say like educate women, that's what it is. There's a lot of science out there around IVF, not a lot of telling patients about it. And so that's what they hire me to do. I'm a biochemist. So they hire me to explain the complex science to them. So that way they can like make educated decisions instead of fast food IVF where they're just getting dragged along.
Sure, sure, sure. Very cool. So maybe some sales rep on my team sent this to someone that also wanted to get higher show up rates and they also use Go High Level and they're sitting on the fence about joining Sendblue. What would you say to them?
There's no harm in trying it because the results should be pretty, at least they were for me, pretty immediate. I was definitely on the fence. I think I was just like, maybe I'll try 1 month, worst case scenario, I waste the money. But I put in the math. As a scientist, I'm all numbers. So I just put in the math. Like if I increase, they're claiming that I can increase my show rate. Let's say I increased it by 20%, I'm going to make 10K more, and Sendblue costs so much less than that. You know, if they can actually increase it, I'm going to make way more than the cost of the program. And so once I put that math in, to me, it was kind of a no-brainer. Like the chance of making 10K more a month is obviously worth the investment. And so once I saw the numbers, I was much more calm, but I still kind of wanted to try it out. And then after the first month, I was just like, okay, yeah, obviously my show rates increased. It was pretty immediate once I implemented it. So obviously now I'm not going back, right? I'm not going to change my sequence. So I'm sold forever now. I rely on Sendblue pretty much for everything. So I can't go back. But I think that I was very hesitant at first too. But it's like there's no harm in doing, you know, just starting with 1 month, seeing the results and then continuing, you know.
Very good. Thank you so much. There is no going back to green brick text.
Honestly, I can't. Yeah. Yeah.
Do that. Lauryn, this was fun. At the end of all of these, I let everyone plug themselves, who they are, what they do. Someone's watching, they want to learn more about you or OvaRyn. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So Instagram, TikTok, all of the usernames is biochem with Lauryn, periods in between. And yeah, if you need help, mostly I work with women who have PCOS, endometriosis. They're just, and I kind of went over this, but I'm just a scientist trying to bring more education around infertility and helping women feel more prepped and have something that's science-backed, rather than like there's so much information online telling you how to prep for IVF that's not true. So I'm here to add a lot of clarity, make sure that everybody's on the same page. So yeah, you might hear from me from your doctor, but if not, find me on Instagram.
All right. If you want higher show up rates, hit up me at Sendblue. If you want to get pregnant, hit up Lauryn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.